Big yawn. I'm so tired of just sitting here in this water. I do remember that I used to have a really cool life, not just sitting here on the side of a bank and rotting away, probably. I belong to this guy sitting over there. He's a fisherman. Ever so often he will take me down the stream to some little town and sell off his fish. But sometimes he just walks down there. It's not too far away. And I spend my life just sitting here. I'm going to rot away if he doesn't do something, fix me up a little bit or something. Can you see that little rope hanging down there at the upper end of my boat? It's got an anchor on it. It's holding me here. I can't even go floating down the river on my own. But I can remember when a young man, he was barely out of his teens, and he used to own me. And man, we would go, he'd be paddling down the river fast as he could. Sometimes we would just stop at different islands, like that one you see in the distance. I want to go over there so bad, and this man won't ever take me over there. But we'd stop, and the kid would have picnics, and he always kept me cleaned and repaired, and my wood was newer then, and I was shiny, and yeah, I'm old. But I had a fun life. Once before that kid had me, there was another man that owned me, and he would just travel from town to town to sell off his goods that he had. He was a merchant, and that was kind of fun. Sorry about that. And the days would go by really fast. So by the time I got this old, and I'm just left sitting here most of the time, the days go by really slow. But sometimes a bear comes moseying along, heckles that guy sitting over there. I got a great view of the water, of the trees, of the sky. So I do see interesting things. Fish come by, birds. Hey, the other day I had a bird sitting right on that little curled knob at the front of my boat. That was so cool. He just would sit there, and every once in a while he'd fly off a little bit and dip his long beak down in the water and come back up with a fish. I think he did a better job than this man sitting over there. Serves him right for not taking me out anywhere. Just letting me sit here and rot away. If he doesn't set too much on me, I just sort of float here. That's kind of nice. I'm not just hung up on the rocks. But I just sit here and dream. One of these days, if he was, I don't know. Well, he wouldn't do anything to let me go, but what if that rope hanging down there to the anchor rotted away and he wasn't even aware of it? It would finally just fall off, and I'd just drift down the water. Drift and drift. That would be so cool. I wouldn't be able to go just anywhere I wanted to, but the water would just take me where it wanted to take me. I saw some deer over there on the other side of the water one day, and the little babies were so cute. They'd come down to the water for drink. I saw a hiker climbing around over there on the other side. He got way up there on them rocks. I thought he was going to dive off, but the water's too shallow for him to do that. See those mountains way far away? It's hard for me, just stashed here to rot, to even imagine places that far away. But if I was set free and drift down this river, I'd at least get closer to them and see them even better. I bet they look really cool up close. Shoot, I'd be happy if I could just drift over there to that little island, see what's on it. I've often wondered what was on the other side of the trees, where I can't see. That's always such an aggravation to me. Places that I can't see. Just like this big rock that he's camped by. What's on the other side of it? I want to go drifting down this water and drift around there and see what's there. And back this way. What's past this tree? I got a boring life. I've got beautiful vistas to look at, but I've got a boring life. Sometimes I wish I'd just go ahead and rot and everything fall in the water. That might be interesting. I'd be down there with the fish then. Oh well. Maybe night will come pretty soon and I'll just sit here and rest while that man sleeps. He's back and forth between that stump and that fireplace. I don't think he even knows what he wants to do. Oh well, I'll just sit here and dream on till I die.